I would like to introduce Sergeant Major Jim Poe, the Scoutmaster of Troop 22.
Thank you, Cadet Church. Good morning, honored guests, ladies, gentlemen, fellow Scouts. I'd like to thank Mayor Farley Chris Boswell for being here, Colonel Hill, Sergeant Major Kinsley, Chaplain Chris Elliott. Thank you all for joining us for the awards here today. Today we have the honor and pleasure of recognizing Zachary C. Gardner, Nicholas Hay, John M. Hay, Andrew T. Hodge, Michael J. Wan, Robert L. Pearson, Jacob D. Williams, and Logan W. Workman for meeting the qualifications required to earn the prestigious title of Eagle Scout. The parents and Scout leaders of the various troops have labored long and faithfully to develop them into becoming responsible citizens through the Boy Scout program. Their efforts will now culminate in the presentation of the Eagle Award. Eagle candidate Zachary Gardner, take your position. Eagle candidate Nicholas Hay, take your position. Eagle candidate John Hay, take your position. Eagle candidate Andrew Hodge, take your position. Eagle candidate Michael Wan, take your position. Eagle candidate Robert Pearson, take your position. Eagle candidate Jacob Williams, take your position. Eagle candidate Logan Workman, take your position. Be seated. On behalf of Troop 22, I declare this Court of Honor opened. Scouting is no doubt one of the greatest organizations in the world to foster the ideals of leadership. It's little wonder then that so many of our nation's greatest leaders had some of their earliest years of experiences in scouting. Until development from boyhood to manhood depends on physical, mental, and moral growth expressed in Scout law and Scout oath. The skills are so demanding and the challenges so great, it's not surprising to learn that only about 2 or 3% of all boys who ever join Scouting will ever achieve the rank of Eagle Scout. Let's now reflect on the trail to Eagle, which a young man must undertake. To become a Scout, a boy must understand and promise to live by the Scout law and oath. Senior Patrol Leader, take charge of Troop 22 and administer the Scout law and oath.
Troop 22, execute the Scout oath of honor.
Trustworthy. The Scout is trustworthy. The Scout tells the truth. He is honest, he keeps his promises, people can depend on him.
Loyal. A Scout is loyal. A Scout is true to his family, friends, Scout leaders, school, and nation.
Helpful. A Scout is helpful. A Scout cares about other people. He willingly volunteers to help others without expecting payment or reward.
Friendly. A Scout is friendly to all. He is a brother to other Scouts. He offers his friendship to people of all races and nations, and respects them even if their beliefs and customs are different from his own.
Courteous. A Scout is courteous. A Scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He knows that using good manners makes it easier for people to get along.
Kind. A Scout is kind. A Scout knows there is strength to be in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated. Without good reason, he does not harm or kill any living thing.
Obedient. A Scout is obedient. A Scout follows the rules of his family, school, and the troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks these rules and laws are unfair, he tries to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobeying them.
Thrifty. A scout is thrifty. A scout works to pay his way and to help others. He saves for the future. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property.
Brave. A scout is brave. A scout can face danger although he's afraid. He has courage to stand up for what he thinks is right even if others laugh at him and credit.
A scout is clean. The scout keeps his body and mind fit. He chooses the company of those who live by high standards. He helps keep his home and community clean.
Reverend. A scout is reverent. A scout is reverent towards God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects all beliefs of others.
On my honor, I'll do my best. By giving your word, your promises to be guided by the ideas of the Scout Oath. Try hard to live up to the point of the Scout Oath. To do my duty to God, your family and religious leaders teach you about God and the ways you can serve. And my country, help keep the United States a strong and fair nation by learning about our system of government and your responsibilities as a citizen and a future voter. And to obey the Scout Law. The 12 points of the Scout Law are guidelessness that can lead you towards wise choices.
To help other people at all times. There are many people who need you. Your cheerful smile and helping hand will ease the burden of many who need assistance. By helping out whenever possible, you are doing your part to make this a better world.
To keep myself physically strong, to take care of your body so that it will serve you well for an entire lifetime. Mentally awake, develop your mind, both in the classroom and outside of school, and morally straight. To be a person of strong character, relationships with others should be honest and open.
Thank you, Scouts. I'd like to take a few moments right now to talk about what it takes to earn Eagle Scout. The Trail Eagle Scout Award is a culmination of the efforts of the individual Scout and his leaders over several years. It requires hard work and a superior level of commitment and perseverance on the part of the Eagle Scout. The Scout must earn at least 21 merit badges in various crafts and skills. 12 of these badges are required by the National Boy Scout Council of America. As each Scout learns scouting skills, he must also exhibit the leadership traits necessary to develop into an Eagle Scout by attending various campouts and troop activities and events over several years. Hopefully some of you other Scouts attending here today will follow the examples set by these candidates and complete your climb to the end of the Eagle ranks. Each Eagle candidate must then plan and supervise an Eagle Scout leadership service project. The service project demonstrates a Scout's capacity and willingness to exert his leadership ability in activities that are constructive, worthwhile, and add tremendous value to the community. Successful completion of the Eagle Leadership Project is an adult level responsibility. It is a test for the individual Eagle candidate. After a Scout has completed the requirements for the rank of Eagle, he must be reviewed by an Eagle Scout Board of Review made up of council representatives here locally with the Rio Grande Council from the Arroyo District. This Board of Review meets to assure that the ideals of scouting and the esteem of the Eagle rank are being upheld by the individual Scout. The Board of Review certifies that after investigation, interview, and examination, they are of the opinion that the Eagle Scout candidate has demonstrated Scout spirit in his daily living, and the Board recommends his advancement to Eagle. Now this year I'm going to depart a little bit from the script, because this is the centennial year of the birth of the Eagle Scout, 100 years of Eagle Scouts this year. The first Eagle Scout was Arthur R. Elder of Troop 1 in Oceanside, New York. Young Arthur Elder was personally examined by the Chief Scout Executive at the time, James E. West, and other prominent members of the National Council staff. Now that's In today's lexicon, that's like being interviewed by the CEO of Boy Scouts. So that was a very significant event. Arthur Elder became the first Eagle Scout on August 21st, 1912. Those who attain Eagle Scout this year will receive a specially designed Centennial Eagle Scout uniform badge signifying 100 years of Eagle Scouts, or it'll be called, you guys will forever be Centennial Eagles. They all look pretty good for being 100 years old, don't they? Okay. The original badge earned by Arthur Elder is on display in the National Scouting Museum in Warehouse, Irving, Texas. Best place to be. Now, the modern Eagle Award was born in 1965. I didn't mind talking about 1912. In 1965, I can recall that pretty well, being in Mr. Prestigian's class in 7th grade, listening to the Rolling Stones. So I guess that's ancient history now. But in 1965, they came out with the addition of 3 requirements. You had to serve at least 6 months in a troop leadership position. While a life scout, the young man had to plan, develop, and carry out a significant service project beneficial to the community. And a conference with the Scoutmaster now became a requirement. Now, I like to say that attaining the rank of Eagle Scout requires a skill set similar to that of earning a college degree. This is probably the first time you'll hear this in the Court of Honor. Like a college degree, it's a long-term goal. The average scout takes over 4 years to complete Eagle. It requires active participation. You must meet deadline requirements, just like you do in college. There's an ongoing testing and evaluation process, just like college. The boys must complete a required course of topic study and to include electives. And that's the merit badge series. There are homework assignments, right, boys? We get quite a few of those. Involves technical writing, research papers, demonstration and lab work, just like we do in college. There are advancement requirements in college. You must advance into becoming a sophomore and a junior and a senior. We have rank advancement requirements, so that's very similar. There is a set of textbooks that the boys must use. We call those merit badge books. Presently, there are 130 merit badge opportunities. The boys must complete at least 21 of those to make Eagle Scout. They must develop impressive people skills while successfully working with individuals in various authority positions, just like being on the college campus. Community service is required now for entry into Prestige University, and scouting requires community service as part of attaining the rank of Eagle Scout, so it's very much like earning a college degree. I would like to mention that of all of our Eagle Scouts this year, combined, they are responsible for generating over 700 community service hours this school year. Is that impressive? Now, anyone in the auditorium here who was involved in an Eagle Scout project, please stand up. Any here? Okay, let's give these guys a hand. They were part of this. Right now we're going to go into the Eagle Charge. Mayor Boswell has accepted the honor of administering the Eagle Charge and the Eagle Promise today. He is an Eagle Scout. He just made it a few years ago, I think. He's graciously accepted the opportunity to give the Eagle Charge to our boys. Mayor Boswell, it would be false to say he's a friend of scouting. It's better said that he is an extreme friend of scouting. And I welcome Mayor Boswell to administer the Eagle Charge and Promise.
Thank you, and good morning. It's a great honor and privilege to be here with all of you at Troop 22 and these Eagle Scout candidates. I want to say on behalf of the Rio Grande Council, Boy Scouts of America, and the National Council, how proud we are of Troop 22 and its leadership and these eight young men. They are a great example, and it is very unusual to see this many Eagle Scouts presented at one time from one single troop. And so it's a great reflection on this troop, this institution, its sponsoring institution, and its leadership, and of course on each of them and their parents. And I'm wearing my Eagle Scout Dad lapel pin this morning, so I have a sense of what the parents are feeling right now as their sons are about to receive a great honor and responsibility. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So, Eagle Scout candidates, please stand and accept the Eagle Charge. If you could sort of kind of move out a little bit so that you can look at me, so we can really hear what we're talking about. Thank you. I speak for the Eagle Scouts of this council, and I have the honor to give you the Eagle Scout Charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in scouting. The first responsibility of an Eagle Scout is to live with honor. You are now a marked man, a leader. For good or ill, others will follow the example you set. To an Eagle Scout, honor is the foundation of all character. He knows that a scout is trustworthy. It is the very first point of the Scout law, for good reason. An Eagle Scout lives honorably, not only because honor is important to him, but because of the vital significance of the example he sets for other scouts. Living honorably reflects credit on his home, his church, his troop, and his community. May the white and the Eagle badge remind you always to live with honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. A Scout is true to his family, Scout leaders, friends, school, and nation. His loyalty to his troop and brother Scouts makes him pitch in and carry his share of the load. All of these help to build loyalty, which means devotion to the community, to country, to one's own ideals, and to God. Let the blue of the Eagle badge always inspire your loyalty. The third obligation of the Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Courage has always been a quality by which men measure themselves and others. To a scout, bravery means not only the courage to face physical danger, but the determination to always stand up for what is right, no matter what others do or say. Let the red of the Eagle badge remind you always of courage. The fourth obligation of the Eagle Scout is to serve others, for a leader is, above all, a servant. Let the practice of doing a good turn daily lead to a lifetime of service, for only in giving of yourself do you give anything of value. Let the scroll on your badge remind you of service. Your final obligation as an Eagle Scout is to have vision. As a leader, you must now blaze your own trail. You must look far into the future. Many people will follow you. Only with vision will you lead them in the right direction. May the Scout Oath and Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward. These then are your obligations as an Eagle Scout: honor, loyalty, courage, service, and vision. By meeting these obligations, you can lead your troop, your community, and your nation towards a better tomorrow. You deserve much credit for having achieved scouting's highest award, but wear your award with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is forever looked up to as an example. Zachary C. Garner, Nicholas J. Hay, John M. May, Andrew T. Hodge, Michael J. Watt, Robert L. Pearson, Jacob D. Williams, Logan W. Workman. I charge you to enter the Eagle Scout Brotherhood, holding without reservation ever before you the ideals of an honor and service. By repetition of the Eagle Scout promise before your fellow scouts, you will become an Eagle Scout. Though the words you may use may be similar to those by which you joined scouting, today they will mean more than they could have meant at any time in the past. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with the same words which closed the Declaration of Independence. Will all the Eagle Scouts in the audience please stand and join with me in repeating the Eagle Scout promise. Eagle Scouts, please give the scout sign and repeat after me. I, say your name, Chris Boswell, reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example of my rank and my influence count strongly and for better citizenship in my home, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
All Eagle Scouts, except the candidates, please return to your seats. This is the part I like best. We will now present the Eagle Awards. Will the parents of these Eagle candidates and or family members please step forward in front of your Eagle Scout. And I would ask the gentleman here if you would all assist me with the awards, please. Just go ahead and turn around and face him. I know he's not real good looking, but there we go. We're going to pass out the awards. And Mom, you can pin the Eagle Medal on your young man here. And boys, pin the parents' pin on Mom and Dad. And please present Dad with his dad's pin if he's here. Boys. And boys, it's okay to give Mom an eagle kiss. Dad will let you off with a handshake, okay? Boys, this is probably the last time that your parents will help you get dressed, okay? Okay, parents, you can go ahead and take your seats if you're finished. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Eagle Scout Zachary Garner, Nicholas Hay, John Hay, Andrew Hodge, Michael Wong, Robert Pearson, Jacob Williams, and Logan Workman. Go ahead and take your seats, parents. Should I keep them standing? Go ahead and take your seats. And I would like to thank the adult leaders here for assisting in the awards. Eagle Scouts, it's time to hear from you. Zachary?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank my mom for being here, and my DI, Jeremy Martinez. He's been the true father figure for me the past 3 years. And also my friends, Chase Williams, Patrick Church, Samuel Fissaro, and my family as well, my aunt. They truly supported me through this path of Eagle Scout. Without them, I could not have gone. I have to present a mentor pin. The person I'll be presenting it to is a true friend in my mind. He has helped me through the path of Eagle Scout. He's always been there for me. He's never let me give up in times of depression. He's been a true friend. And now, once again, I would like to present Patrick Church, this mentor pin.
I've had a long journey in Scouts. 5 years tying knots, building fires, pitching tents, and everything else you do when you can. It's been a lot of fun and I've learned many things. Now that I'm an Eagle Scout, I'd like to thank all the people who helped me reach this achievement. I want to thank my dad for all of his encouragement over the past years and his contributions to my Eagle Scout service project. Sergeant Major Poe, he kept me going every time I slacked off, and he always helped me with everything in Scouts. I'd like to thank Staff Sergeant Jay for guiding me in the right direction during my most important years during growth and maturity. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Sergeant Major Wilson, who was the biggest impact on my 5 years at MMA, my drill instructor and golf company for 4 years. Unfortunately, Sergeant Major Wilson was unable to be here today, so he'll receive my mentor pin at another time. It's a privilege and an honor to be receiving Eagle Scout. I'm proud of what I've accomplished, so I'd like to finally thank all of you for attending this court of honor. Thank you.
my sister who weren't able to make it today, but nonetheless, I want to thank them for always being there for me. I would also, claiming the title Eagle Scout is something not many people have the opportunity of doing. It's definitely something I will carry with me for the rest of my life. For many, it takes a while, to decide who deserves the mentor pin. But for me, it wasn't that hard. I think I speak for everybody in Golf Company when I say that Staff Sergeant Jose Jaramillo, United States Marine Corps retired, or those who do not know him, he goes by the name of Staff Sergeant Jay. He was unable to make it today, but he's serving father to many of us. He's helped many of us in our time of need, and he's always been there for us to help us and point us in the right direction. He's not here today, like I said, but I will be sure to give him the mentorship pin. Thank you.
It's been a journey, and I've been all over the world for scouting. I've been to Rinkeby, Sweden, and I've been to the UK for Sweden for scouting. And it's all over after 6.5 years, and it was a great experience. Time knots, all that stuff. I'd like to thank my parents for being there for me and always helping me. I'd like to thank my brother for pushing me forward and keeping me on the right track. And for my mentor pin, I'd like to give it to a personal friend of mine, Linda Flores, who isn't here today, but I will give it to her at a later time. Thank you.
I remember when I first came here, a fresh 8th grader. I came straight from Houston. I have had previous experiences with scouting, but was never too into it. However, once I came here, my mom told me about the excellent troop at MMA. She explained to me how important it was, and being young, I believed her. She wasn't wrong. Now, about 2 years and 9 months later, all my hard work paid off. Yes, it was a long journey. Yes, there was a lot of writing to do. But the feeling of accomplishment is like none other. Only about 1 to 2% of all scouts graduate to Eagle, and I'm very proud of this achievement. I'd like to extend a few thank yous. First, I'd like to thank my friends for keeping me sane in the barracks and making my life at MMA a lot better. Next, my mom and dad have been very supportive of everything I do, and are always willing to sacrifice something for me. Sergeant Major Poe, without you, I probably wouldn't have been able to do this, because your persistence and your encouragement has helped make this possible. Finally, every cadet here has that one person in the barracks, the one who is known to, the one that is there all the time. Known to everyone as the surrogate father, Gunny Martinez has done this excellently and has helped me out in the barracks many times. And it is for this reason that I choose to give him my mentor pin.
Well, it's been a journey, and it's been fun. First off, I'd like to thank God, my family, and my friends for their constant and unwavering support. I'd like to give a special thank you to those who helped me on my Eagle Scout project: Gabriel Gonzalez, Patrick Church, Cody Hubbard, Nick Haig, and Sergeant Major Poe. I started scouting my sophomore year and also my first year here at MMA. Since I've started, I've never looked back. I've enjoyed all the camping trips, fishing trips, knot time, and shotgun shooting. Also at Boy Scouts, I've also learned a lot of valuable life lessons, such as first aid, leadership, and emergency preparedness. Within scouting, all these experiences and more are offered to us, and it's up to us to take charge and take advantage. The person who motivated me the most to take advantage would be my Dear Scoutmaster Sergeant Major Poe, who I'd like to present my mentor pin to. Without his efforts, I could have never made it to Eagle Scout. Thank you.
I first want to say thank you to my grandparents, my father, and especially my mother. If it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't be in Boy Scouts. Well, nothing in life is easy, but that shouldn't stop you from doing what you want. Just look at my case. In an average, it takes 3 to 4 years for people to make Eagle Scout. I finished my Eagle project in a year and a half. With a lot of motivation and dedication, I'm now an Eagle Scout. But there's always been one person that's always been there for me. He's taken me fishing, shooting, and has always enjoyed the time being with me. This man is in the crowd. It's German for grandfather. He's my oboe, and I want to give him my mentor's pin.
First off, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad for always being there and pushing me through every situation. I'd like to thank Earl and Martha Thrift for always being there and pushing me through my last troop, even whenever I wanted to quit. I'd like to thank Sergeant Major Poe for everything he's done for this troop and helping everybody that he has get to the rank of Eagle Scout. I'd like to thank all my friends and family and everybody that's in the audience for coming out today. I'd like to give my mentor pin to the one who really started me out in scouting and made me want to become an Eagle Scout. And that would be my cousin Stephen.
Impressive group of Centennial Eagles, aren't they? Let's give another hand. Now, some of you cadets that are here today, some of you guys still have time. You could do something like this and be on this stage. If you're interested, come and see me. We'll make it work, all right? There will be a reception, this is 11:30, or there will be a reception for Troop 22 cadets and family members. They're here at the teacher's mess at the mess hall at about 11:30 today. And I hope you all can join us over there at Troop 22. I now declare this Court of Honor closed. Senior Patrol Leader, take charge.
Before we close, the Eagle Scout, the newly promoted Eagle Scouts had asked me to bring 2 people up here to receive some gifts. Mrs. Poe, will you please come to the stage? And Sergeant Poe, will you also come? Gentlemen.
Bodyguards. I like this. They're angelic, aren't they? I didn't know about the flowers until just a short while ago, but Deborah does tolerate me being gone lots of weekends to work with these guys, so we appreciate it, baby. Thank you.
Will everyone please rise?